morning, pandas. Good morning, pandas. Welcome, pandas. Hey, welcome to the stream. I'm Bye Money. I'm glad that you can join us today. Hey, thanks for waiting around as the stream gets started. Glad that you could join us today. You can literally be anywhere in the world, but you're finding yourself here, and so for that, I'm truly grateful. With that being said, hey, let's start off with the chats. Hey, if you're in here, give us a good morning, good evening, wherever you're from, and give us your location so we can let all the pandas know that we are a global community here. Welcome to the stream. Hey, make sure you hit that like button. We have a 300 like goal for AM Whiskey. I'm like 99% sure it's not going to happen, but hey, pandas can dream. Let me start off with some good mornings. Also, hey, don't forget to fill out that poll if you think it's going to be a trading range day today, bull day today, or a bear trend day today. Good morning, pandas. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Brandon. Good morning, Rationality Rules. Good morning, Jesus. Good morning, Shannon Sue from London, rainy London. Good morning, Maverick. Yes, we are trading live here. But do not copy my trades. In fact, don't ever copy a panda. It's a bad idea. Trade at your own risk. Good morning, Richard from Melbourne. I've never been to Australia. Definitely want to check it out. Definitely want to check it out. Good morning, Jason from Texas. Good morning, Scott. Good morning, John from Montana. Yeah, my friend is actually going to get married in Montana, and in my mind, I was like, what is there to do in Montana, really? But they showed me some pictures, and it is beautiful, so beautiful. Good morning, SW Blaze from Chicago. Good morning, Scott from Lancaster, Ohio. Good morning, Damien. Welcome back, pandas. Good morning, Gustavo. Good morning, Rick from Mexico. Good morning, James. Saconas? I don't know how to say that name. Saconas? From Asheville, North Carolina. Good morning, ITVRUS. Welcome back, pandas. Good morning, Thomas from the UK. Good morning, Zaid Hassan. Good morning. Good morning, Bill Jesso from Canada. Canadian pandas. I love me, my Canadian pandas. My Panadians. Panda Adians. Good morning, Rahul. Good morning, Jacob. Good morning, Alex. Good morning, D. Lou. Good morning, James. Hey, as you guys are rolling in now, I'm gonna go over what we're doing here. Hey, this is live trading. This is scalping the E-mini, one single instrument, only one single setup, the two-legged pullback. It's a setup that looks like this, simply price action pattern that looks like this, two legs down or two legs up, and we like to enter into the reversal after the two-legged pullback. The reason being is because with the right setup, with the right context, this is a greater than 90% probability to make 1 point on the E-mini. So for every contract, 1 point is $50, and so the idea is we want to get the best probable trades. 1 second. We want to get the best probable trades. I think I'm a little loud here, but and instead of trying to increase the amount of trades we are in, we want to increase the amount of contracts per trade as our capital grows. And so this is a small account journey. We started $5,000 about 1.5 months ago, and so here we are, slowly climbing up. I took a big hit, but now we're coming back. We're back above 10K. Let's hope we can stay above 10K here. Hopefully, we can double up the 10K, and then the idea double up the 20K, and then keep doubling our accounts as the market continues to give us these beautiful setups that we're trying to look for. On this stream, we trade only price action, and so for instance, if I grab this pattern here, and I bring it to the charts, guess we can use this one here. Two-legged pullback. Right, we have one pullback, first entry, second pullback, decent signal bar, and scalp right here. Not saying that's necessarily a good trade, but that's a scalp. More than a scalp, almost entire swing. We define this in key areas such as moving averages, support resistance, channels. We have another two-legged pullback here. Not necessarily the best setup that I would like, but it is a two-legged pullback. If you'd like more information about the setup, you can check out the description below. There are playlists going over the details of this setup. Also, we trade price action. So on the screen, you're gonna see a lot of trend lines. Very minimal amount of indicators. We have the 20 EMA, the solid blue line. We have the 240 SMA, which is this dash line. And we also have a custom indicator that counts all legs and identifies second entries with a simple color scheme. So with dark green, dark red numbers, as you can see up here, the dark red numbers, dark green numbers below the candles, that means those are second entries. Also comes with the super signal telling you that what the next leg type will be. And so we can see here with the dark red number that this is a second entry short approaching. So this tells you the next legs type. So for me, I like to pay attention to the right side here with this diamond. If it's a dark green or dark red diamond, then I like to enter into it if it's in good context. Right now, to me, this is not the best context. This is a second entry short, lower high second entry short, but we do have this spiking channel. And so we're going to be going short right into the bottom of the channel, which is something that I do not like to do. In fact, I'll probably look for the reversal here with the two-legged pullback, A, B, C. If you'd like to know more information about the indicators, also the horizontal lines here show us trading ranges. So these horizontal lines are automatically created. I did not create these horizontal lines. It's created by using price action, and it creates these trading ranges. And so, as you can see, it identifies this trading range quite nicely here. Gives you the bottom right here. Gives you the top as well. As you can see, the trading range indicator detected a trading range way back here, and then showed, and it bounced off from the below. And actually at the top here, as we come here, hits once, comes down here, tries to come down, comes back up, and this time it breaks out actually. So if you want more information about these indicators, you can check out the URL on the bottom right of your screen or in the description below. And it's at www.twoleggedpullback.com. All right, pandas, that's it for the introduction. Let's find some scalps. Let's get those two-legged pullbacks. Vamshis 8. Let me do this before we start reloading all historical data. Good morning, pandas. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for rolling in. Good morning, Stevit or Steve T. Good morning, Tyler. SLB Blaze says, used to be no speed limits on some interstate highways in Montana. Daniel says, reload 10K too. I will. Let's hope that our charts are similar, kind of close. Increases the experience, better streaming experience for you guys. Frank Angel says, Panda Nation. Let's go, baby. Let's go. All right, this is loading up. Give it a second here. There we go. Let me load the 10K as well. Let's make sure we have the most accurate charts as possible. Wow, we're pretty break even on bull trend and trading range day today. Hey, Vamshi. Oh, thanks for becoming a panda. Appreciate the support. Hey, enjoy your green name. Enjoy your two-legged pullback as it forms over time. As you can see, some of these pandas have two legs in their two-legged pullback, or the first entry in their two-legged pullback. Pandas, fellow pandas, yeah, give Vamshi a warm welcome here. Enjoy priority responding to your questions and comments. Enjoy your custom emoticons, Mamshi. Do appreciate the support for the morning coffee donations. Letting the 10K load up here. 10K has a spike in channel, as you can see. And I'm going to trade this spike in channel as long as I can. Spike, and now we're channeling here. Let's reload the 5-minute. The 5-minute chart reloads in like a second, which is incredible. Good morning, pandas. Good morning, everybody. Yes, hey, we have a 300 like goal. I don't know if we're gonna ever get there, but hey, pandas can dream. Get your bonus. What size of monitor do you have? I actually have the Odyssey G9. I just got this set up, and so this is kind of why the stream has been a little wonky these days, because I've been getting used to my new setup here. But I do have an Odyssey G9. It's a 49-inch monitor. It's a beast. It truly is a beast, but in terms of productivity, it's amazing. It's amazing. The class is a super ultra wide, all right? I mean, hey, if I'm gonna answer the question of bull trend, bear trend, I think our target is the top of this trading range. I think we're gonna get there today. So bull trend at least for a little bit, and from when it hits the top of the trading range, I think it's anyone's free game. As you can see here, we have another two-legged pullback forming here, but now to the downside. But because we had a failed breakout and a higher low setup, I think we're probably going to break above trading range and maybe make new highs. That's my feeling here, but I think we're going to at least get to the top of this trading range on the daily. This is the daily, by the way. And so that answers the question. What I think today's going to be, I think it's going to be a bull trend at least up to here. From there, who knows, could be trading range, could be reversal. But I'm thinking we're going to at least try to hit that. And so that's why on my 2000 tick chart, I have it already marked here. This horizontal line is that top of the daily trading range. And we currently have a spike in channel going towards it. So that answers the question what I think kind of day it is. Unfortunately, we had no two-legged pullback here, pandas. I would have liked a two-legged pullback here, going the uptrend. Once we broke these highs here, I was pretty sure we're going to try to hit this target here. Good morning, pandas. Welcome back. Good morning, Alex. Good morning. Did I say good morning to Brandon already? Good morning, Brandon. Good morning, Kelly. Hey, welcome back to the stream, everybody. Really do appreciate you guys joining the stream daily with me, and I just cannot tell you how enjoyable it is to be able to trade with an awesome community like this. I mean, the community here, I couldn't ask for a better community. I mean, seriously, God has blessed me with this amazing, I mean, some communities are toxic, but this community so far, man, it's just amazing. The vibes are just so good. Notice on the 10K chart, we do have a wedge. And so I'm not being ignorant of this wedge here. 3 pushes up. And it's unlikely for wedges to break to the upside, right? If it's a ascending wedge, most likely will break to the downside. Most likely. It's a more unlikely event to break to the upside, but it can happen. Amazing signal bar to go short here on this two-legged pullback. Well, I'm currently bullish at the moment, so I don't know if I want to take that short. Market's about to open in 3 minutes as well. I don't like to be in the trade when the market opens. All right, ending the poll. Hey, most of you guys think it's a bull trend day today. Let's see what we get today. Market's about to open. I was excited about this L4 setup, but I don't know if we're gonna get it. Damien Bricka says, "You are doing an awesome job with your explanations. Well appreciated. Well appreciated. I'm just trying, I'm trying to just talk out loud or think out loud, really, as best as possible. Sometimes I can't explain everything, but so let's get this. Let's get this. Pandas, we got an L4 setup here. We got an L4 setup. Right in the start of the day. L4 setting up here. Do I want to take this L4 setup? Be a lower high L4 setup? I might be interested in this L4 setup back to the 20 EMA. But hopefully it doesn't trigger before the market open, because I do not like to be in a trade right when the market opens. Richard Cook says, it might close a gap from yesterday's close. In my opinion, it already closed that gap, but possibly, like on the daily. We got a lower high L4 setup right out of the cage. I might be interested in this L4 setup. It looks like it's gonna trigger right when the market's about to open, which is a scary thought. I'm interested in this. Oh no! Bad mistake. Oh my! Hey, let's start off the day with a nice $400 loss, pandas. Let's get it. Let's get that $400 loss right off the bat, pandas. Let's go, baby. Let's get that $400 loss right off the bat. That's why I don't like to trade right in the morning, right in the open, but that was an L4 setup and I gotta take it if I see it. You gotta try. But at this point, if this stops me out, hey, we're going uptrend. We're gonna just trade uptrends. Whoo! I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get stopped out here still. That was pretty violent reversal right off that L4. I do not, pandas, I did not know why I wanted to enter right in the morning, right in the open. And this is what I'm talking about, right at that open, crazy things like that happen, like volatility, crazy spikes like that happen. And so, yeah, I'm paying the price for that dumb mistake, but let's go. It's all good. We can make it up. Not every L4, H4 is created equal. But we're still in this trade. There is hope. It's looking grim, pandas. It's looking real grim. Whew. Right off the gate, $400 loss. Let's see if we can get this, but hey, it's all good, pandas. I saw an L4 setup, good signal bar, lower high, top of this wedge here, and I broke my rule. Right, do not go in a trade right at the open, and I did it. I did not know why. Pandas, we got our $400 loss right off the bat. All right, pandas, let's not be so stupid today. Hey, it might be Friday. I might be tilted today. Let's go. Let's not get tilted, pandas. That's unfortunate. We started off the day right with a $400 loser. $450 loser. Was I in the red already? I don't know. That's weird. You had a trap 7, huh? Well, mine's a 4. I do not know why. Oh! You know what, pandas? My indicator was not refreshed. And I entered a really random trade because my indicator was not refreshed. I thought that was an L4 setup. It's because when I reloaded the historical charts, you also have to remember to reload your indicator. And whew, I paid the price for that. That was a $400 lesson, pandas. $400 lesson. All right, we're gonna try to go long. This is the target here. Pandas, pandas, pandas. Terrible mistake, terrible mistake. That's why I do not like to be in a trade at the open. Like when the open happens, crazy things like that happen, and for some reason, my eyes, I don't know what it is, but $400 loss, it's all good. Hey, but this is as real as it gets, right? I mean, we're live streaming. If I lose, I lose. It's the name of the game. Let me make sure this is refreshed here. Right out of the gate, strong bull bars on the 5 minute. Yeah, Rational Rose says, hey, the thing is, stick to the plan, pandas. Just stick to the plan. It's okay. You'll lose every once in a while. When I started seeing that, I should have lowered my stop loss and just take the hit at the signal bar, in my opinion, because I already saw, like, I just thought there might have been chance, but just seeing the price action. But man, hey, that was an expensive lesson. You got to refresh your indicator. Make sure it's up to date. Creating a wedge here, but not interested in going short at the moment. Right, many traps going upwards, even a perfect scalp here. Not really interested in going long either because of this spiking channel. We're right at the top of the spiking channel. So a little difficult to take this reversal even on this trap. Pandas, pandas, pandas. Hey, welcome to the stream. Hey, if you're new to the stream, just joining in. I just got a $400 hit. We're trying to find a two-legged pullback. Simple two-legged pullback back to the 20 EMA if we can get it. But on a grindy like trend like this, a lot of times we won't even get these two-legged pullbacks, which is unfortunate. But that's what we're looking for in these streams. $10 pushes up, as you can see. Will this trap make a point? I'm curious. Will this trap make a point here? It's so high. It's hitting the top of this channel. Solid bull bar ending near its high. There's a reason why I'm not taking this trap, because we're grinding above on this top of this channel, on the spiking channel here, as you can see. From this pivot to this pivot to this pivot. We made a perfect scalp already on that trap. Absolute scalp on that trap, even though, oh, wow, overextended. Pandas, pandas, pandas. Someone asked, where did I learn from? I learned from Al Brooks and Mac from Price Action Trading System. Check out those two things. Al Brooks trading course. Pandas, I'm not sure if you checked out Bitcoin, but if you put the 240 SMA on the daily on the Bitcoin, just look exactly where it hits. The 240 SMA. It's so random to maybe some of you guys, but man, it's just too good. Pandas, what I'm looking for is a two-legged pullback back to the 20 EMA. Let's see if we can get it. Jason, thanks for answering the question. Yes, if you're wondering what I'm trading, you can check out the frequently asked questions in the description below. Answers to most of your questions, especially if you're new to the stream. Man, if what a silly mistake, to be honest. Goodness. I thought it was an H4 setup. I was like, this is a really nice H4 setup, and it wasn't even close. As I said, we're gonna probably try to hit the target here. This is the daily top of the trading range, and we're just on a tear right now. The 5-minute strong bull bars. Let's clear up this chart a little bit here. Cleaning up my 5-minute. Strong uptrend at the moment. Will the market give us a two-legged pullback? $10K has a two-legged pullback coming to the downside. Oh boy, oh boy. I would like to go short here on the 10K chart. This is the setup I'm looking for. Two-legged pullback back to the 20 EMA. Let's see if we get it. This is the bread and butter setup here. I would personally like it more if it actually came back to the bottom of this trend line. That'd be nicer. But this will do. If we can get back to the 20 MA, two-legged pullback. The 10K chart showing a very nice signal bar on a two-legged pullback at the top of the wedge. Not as good actually. It's about 3-tick long tail. Brian Lawson, did you buy the Al Brooks trading course? I actually did, yes. I bought Pat's and also bought Al Brooks's trading course as well. Can't learn it unless you buy it. Hey pandas, give me a 1 if I should take this two-legged pullback. Give me a 2 if I shouldn't. Off the 20 EMA. Of course with a good signal bar. But let me know in the chat with a 1 if I should take it, 2 if I shouldn't. If we get a two-legged pullback back to the 20 EMA. See, what happens often is things like this, it might even trap you and come back down here, but we'll see. The amount of material Al Brooks gives you, Kellyanne says Al Brooks is only around $400 and well worth. The amount of material Al Brooks gives you for $400 is a steal in my opinion. Right, compared to other, like even for Pat's, it's like a $200 PDF basically what you're getting, and it goes over his the two-legged pullback pretty well. But when it comes to like comprehensive price action trading, Al Brooks, man oh man. Waiting for this two-legged pullback. Let's see if the market is generous enough to give it to us. Still waiting for this, for the setup here. It needs to come down one more time. It needs to push below the previous candle's low one more time to create the setup here. Still has not yet happened. Still waiting, just watching this. Pandas, we have a two-legged pullback. Dark green number in a magenta box. Currently it's a Pikachu, but I'm not sure how long the Pikachu will last for. I've been burned by these Pikachus so many times lately, to be honest, because the market actually wants to come back down to the bottom of this channel here oftentimes. But I'm going to take this because of a strong uptrend. Priming up my order here. Let's see if we can get it. I want a decent signal bar. That'd be the best. Pikachu's gone at the 50s. Pikachu's gone, but still two-legged pullback is here. Terrible signal bar, unfortunately. Not the signal bar I want. I think the 10K is going to trigger the two-legged pullback here. And this can give a point. Instant point on the 10K chart. Man, that's why I want to take on the 10K chart. Coming back to the bottom of this channel here. All right. I don't like to trade into big bear bars like that, but with a decent signal bar, I'll be interested here. This could be a trap trade as well, but it's coming off the bottom of this channel. Do not like this signal bar. Really do not like the shape of it. Do not like the shape of the signal bar. Barely enough room. I'm gonna come with a small retracement if possible. Try to come with a small retracement if I can here. That's not what you want to see, really. See if we can get retracement here. I'm in this trade. Almost want to put it here because if this traps, this could go down pretty far. Huh. Yeah, I could just be wrong if this traps. I'll keep it at 4. You almost want to take this trap because it looks so nice. But I think we're still in a strong uptrend. I think we have a clear target here. I think we want to hit that target. And we are on the key area here at the bottom of this channel. So I'm going to stick with my guns here and just let this play out. It might be another hit, right? But for me, it's worth it because of the setup. I think the setup is good enough, and I think it's worth the risk here. In my opinion, do not copy my trades. And if you're wrong again, the thing is, you stick to the plan. Just always stick to the plan. It's okay. Like, I've recovered from way worse, but that trap looked nice. I mean, I like that trap too, so that's why it's hard. Like, if I were on the opposite of this trade, I would be happy right now. But I like the setup here. We're sticking to our guns. Hit my target. Let's go, baby. Sticking to my guns. I like a runner here if I can get it. And obviously I think it's going to come up here, but I do not know if this runner is going to... I'm going to try to come up. Stop me out anyways. It's all good, pandas, but let's go, baby. Let's go, let's go. Let's go, baby. Hey, you gotta stick to your guns, pandas. Stick to your guns. Reversing now. Oof. See, that's why you just come out break even. That's why you just come out break even. Price action is kind of getting wild right now, though. Whew, but honestly, I was sweating. I was sweating because of the price action. And honestly, that trap looked pretty good, looked pretty decent, like a pretty decent trap under the 20 EMA. Failed to break out here. It could reverse here because we do have that wedge, but I really think we want to hit the top of that trading range, in my opinion. Trap to the upside now. I'm not taking this trap here because we have this trend line here and we broke it and we failed to break out of it, and so we come back down, and so in my opinion this trend line needs to be respected a little bit. But I already made a point to the other side, so it is what it is. That one tick retracement helped a lot. Allowed me to scalp out right there. But in a sense, it might even hurt me because if I waited, you know, if I actually put at the original like profit target, if I was one tick above, then I actually would be in this trade still with a runner. And my runner, yeah, this would be a runner right now. So scalping out early was nice, but it made me miss this runner in a sense. But that's also if you're, you know, willing to take that 1 to 4, because if you didn't take that 1 to 4, you will be stopped out right here, right? So if basically how most people do this is they'll put their stop loss 1 tick below the signal bar, which at the time would be right here. And so if you went long here and then you were 1 tick above here, you would not have been able to scalp out. Like, it would have been a perfect scalp for you. And you came back down, got stopped out, and then finally it reverses for you after. But if you had the 1 to 4 like I did, then you have 1, 2, 3, 4. Your stop loss would be down here. You would not have been stopped out, and you'll be able to capture this still. But obviously, there's risk to that because I got burned, I got bit with my 1 to 4 on a stupid trade that I do not know why I took in the very beginning. But I mean, I know I took it, but It was a mistake. It's definitely a mistake. Let's go, baby. Let's go, let's go. John M says, just made 110 on a mistake. Sometimes things work out, huh? Hey, sometimes it's better to get lucky than, sometimes luck is better than skill. Nothing like a nice $400 loser out of the gate. I love it. I love it. I love it. But stick to the plan, pandas. Don't go on tilt. Thought about going long there, but I mean, you do have this trend line. You got to see that it was respected once. And so thinking it might be respected again. So that's a little risky. Even though we're on a strong uptrend, a little risky still. Now we're making a double top at the moment. Most likely this double top will break out though, because we had a failed breakout on this side, and most likely will be successful breakout on the upside. Continuing original trend here. And we're almost to my target, the horizontal line here. Wait, is the music like, do you hear like the music in the background, like phantom music, SW Blaze? Is that what you're saying? Getting quite choppy here, but it looks like a bull flag to me. Simple bull flag. I'm not taking this trade because it's not too late a pullback, but it is a higher low setup. Right, you can see with the 2 here, there's a higher low. The 2, it might be small on your screen, but there's a number 2 here showing that this will be another push up. Most likely we'll make a point, but for me, I'm not trading. That's not the setup I'm looking for at the moment. Overshoot, overshoot. This is looking useless. For the trading range indicator, in my opinion, if it's like a trending day, do not try to trade counter trend. Do not try to trade short at the top of the trading range indicator. It's good to trade long at the bottom if you're like with trend, but to go short against it, it's not a good idea on a trending day. So like I said, this made a point here, but that's not the setup I'm looking for. It's a higher low setup though. Almost to the target. This whole thing would have been a runner if I actually kept 1.25. What can you do, pandas? What can you do? Yeah, I'm with you, SW Blaze. Sometimes I find myself like humming the music as well. Let's look at the other charts, pandas. Let's see if we got any good setups here. The 10K chart's just on a tear, ripping, no regard, no remorse for anything for the bull or for the bears. 5-minute chart also on a tear, strong bull bars ending near their high. Came back down, couldn't even touch the 20 EMA on the pullback. Aaron says, currently still managing my runner. Let's go, baby. Hey, Aaron, let's get it. Hey pandas, hey, let me know how you manage your runners. Let me know in the chat, if you have a runner, how do you typically manage it? You guys have a trailing stop loss? Do you just keep it at, break even +1 until hit your target? Do you just come out with 4 points, 10 points? Pandas, let me know how you guys manage your runners. Hey, we got 72 likes, pandas. Just 228 more to reach the goal. We need more likes than concurrent viewers. Is it possible? Is it possible? Maybe the 300 like goal is a little too far. When your like goal is greater than your concurrent viewers, then it's going to be very difficult to reach. Hey, by the way, pandas, if you're finding yourself having more than a 20-second delay, make sure that live button is red, and also sometimes it helps to hit that 2x button. If you still feel like there's more than like a 20-second delay, if you hit that 2x button, it will speed up to current, as current as possible at least. We're about 3 ticks away from the target that I mentioned right in the beginning of the day, which I would have liked with this runner. Goodness, unfortunate. Not looking to go short here. Beautiful signal bar though to go short, but context wise doesn't make sense for me to go short here. Kirk Reese says, typically trail a tick below the previous, I'm guessing previous bar, maybe? That's what he meant. Phil W says, 1 tick below the last bar. This makes a point. Really nice signal bar. It makes an absolute scalp, but in my opinion, that's not in the context. Context-wise is not what I want to trade. If you want to consider this a trend here, first break of trend, new high, and if it makes a lower high here or trap here, then you could potentially want to go into the trap to go short, but because you're thinking major trend reversal. But at the moment, that's not what I'm thinking. I'm still thinking we're in an uptrend. Madison T says, I manage them by getting terrified and cashing them out immediately. Hey, sometimes, when I was trading 5 contracts, I wasn't even having a runner. Like, I just liked just have 2 scalps and get out for the rest of the day. I don't like managing your runner. You actually have to work a little bit, unless you have like an automatic stop. Leighton S says, the market manages mine for me by stopping me out before it rips. It always seems like it does it on purpose. It's like, hey, Leighton, you're in a runner? Hey, let me take that out before I just blast off into outer space. We take it so personal. We think the market is like a person and it's like out to get us specifically, personally. That's how we feel, at least. But truly, the market does not care about your 1 contract, 2 contract, 5, even your 20 contracts. They do not care. That was a lower high setup. We got a 2-legged pullback back to the 20 EMA here, pandas. I did not like to go long into something like this, though. Terrible signal bar at the moment, but it is a Pikachu. Marking the Pikachu at a 2K chart right now. Still a Pikachu according to the indicator. Doji bar, ending right in the middle. It is off the 20 MA. And I like the target right here. But this trap trade is actually the trade that you want to take. If this traps here, it's actually the trade that you want. Oh, I see on the 10K chart. Amazing signal bar again on the 10K chart. You actually do want to take this trap. This is the trade that you do want to take, but it's on a strong uptrend. So you really got to trade at your own risk. But that trap trade is, it kind of matches all the rules that you want for reversal. Breakup trend, new high, trap. I think I need one tick retracement on this trap if I were to take it. Do not copy my trades. But I'm taking this trap. With a one tick retracement. Because the bottom of the trading range is barely enough room. Trap still has not triggered. Try and get in that one tick retracement here. Trap triggered. See if I can get in here. One tick retracement is what I'm looking for. Lowering it. I need to get in this trade. Trying to get in this trade, trying to get in this trap. Pandas! Pandas! I could not even get in that trap. I couldn't get in. And it made the perfect scalp, so I'm not interested anymore, but it wouldn't even give me my one tick retracement. It hit it a couple of times, but I couldn't get in. But that's a good trap trade, right? Major trend reversal with a trap. Maybe I should just come in with the stop limit order, but goodness. That was, I wanted that. I wanted that so bad. Pandas, pandas, pandas. I wanted that. I really wanted that. It's all good, pandas. Hey, the nice thing is, even though you missed it this time, you knew that was a good setup. Like, we knew that was a good setup. And that's what we were waiting for, right? I saw the doji here. Didn't like that 2-second entry long on the 20 MA. And also trading range indicator showing that there's chop here. And when it showed that trap here on after the major trend reversal setup, You gotta take that trade. Pandas, hey, congrats to those who got that trap. I was unfortunately not able to get into it, but it's all good, Pandas. Hey, the next setup, we'll get it. We'll get the next setup. I was waiting for it. I had it. The moment it triggered, I put my limit order in, and it tickled it, and it never filled. And then once I saw like it start tickling it wasn't filling me, I moved it actually down to 1 tick below signal bar. It still wouldn't fill me. So this is a major trend reversal, and we could maybe look for a two-legged pullback now back to the 20 EMA. But hey, I still don't think that this uptrend is over. You know, this could come back up easily. I mean, if this is the trading range, it can come back right back up to the top of the trading range here. But I'm a little hesitant because of the major trend reversal triggering, and now we're below the 20 EMA and making a two-legged pullback actually off the bottom of the 20 EMA. But notice we're in an uptrend. Notice that we're in trading ranges. So trading ranges typically fail. The breakdowns fail. You got to consider all these things. And there was a higher low setup that was actually good for a perfect scalp at least. Oh. It's all good. Pandas coming back to the top of the trading range, as you can see. Hey Pandas, if you have the trading range indicator and you're seeing something a little bit different, then you may not have the latest version. There was actually a small update on one of them, on the trading range indicator. So that may be the reason why it looks a little different. Yeah, you can hear my stomach growling. Mrs. Panda still sleeping. L1 FPS asks, how do you update? You can go to the official website and go to the download section. If you don't have access to the download section, email support@twoleggedpullback.com and they'll help you out. If this is a true major trend reversal, this two-legged pullback could be successful for a scalp. But in my opinion, I think we are in a trading range. So I'm not going to go short here. Even though it's below the 20 EMA, it's a two-legged pullback back to the 20 EMA. It's not the trade I'm looking for because I think we're in a trading range, and I do not like to go short at the bottom of trading ranges. In fact, I might be interested in this long now, but we shall see. I would like a L4 setup if possible. That'd be nice. I think L4 will really seal the deal for me. All right, makes a perfect scalp. Absolute scalp made. Two-legged pullback back to the 20 EMA. But I had my reservations there. Worry that we were in trading range. Choppy on the 10K chart. The 5-minute chart looking like a spider. Very long legs, very long wicks. Still above the 20 EMA on the 5-minute though. Mitch asks, how would I update my TR indicator? You can go to the official website, www.twoleggedpullback.com. You'll be able to go to the download section. Now we're making lower highs and possible to look for a double top now. You can find a nice double top here, right? I don't think we have a double top yet. I don't think we have a strong enough pivot to make a double top. But that could be the double top right here, a lower high double top. I would like a more convincing double top, like hitting this pivot here. This is a better pivot, in my opinion, than this pivot. But this is a reversal pattern. This is looking like a reversal pattern, and this could reverse the market today. And we were 3 ticks away from my target, which could increase the chances of reversal. Actually, if you miss a target, cleaning up my wedge here. Two-legged pullback on the 10K chart off the 20 EMA. Pandas. I may be interested here if this gives me a two-legged pullback on the 10K chart. Currently downtrend. $5,000 more ticks on a 10K chart, resting on the 20 EMA on the 5-minute chart. As you can see, we have this trend, this channel, overshot the top, most likely overshoot the bottom. That's what typically happens. It's looking vicious. Let's see here. James Sakona says, how do I refresh the indicator? You can right click and reload Ninja Script. For me, my hotkey is F12. I think that's the default to reload it, to refresh it. Matthias says, hi man, did you study Albrooks? I did. Aaron says, looks like a head and shoulders. Yes, it does. It certainly does look like a head and shoulders. Head and shoulders. But as a madman, I will take this long here. Off the 20 EMA, two-legged pullback on the 10K chart. If we get a decent signal bar though, if it's bearish, do not want to go in. Waiting for the 10K chart to finish this candle. I want to see what kind of candle it is, what kind of signal bar it will be. Wow, my stomach is going crazy. I'm sorry, pandas, if you can hear that. I don't like that signal bar. Doesn't look good to me. Even in the right context. It's not the signal bar you want. See, with the other time frames, all the same rules apply. If it's not a good signal bar, you skip it. If it's not good context, you skip it. Measure moves for head and shoulders. You find the apex, you go to the shoulder. I'm going to use the lowest point of the shoulder. And then you go to the breakout point of the shoulder, which looks like right here. And this is your measure move. Back to the 240 SMA, essentially. Looking pretty bearish at the moment. This major trend reversal is playing itself out. Right? Break of trend, break of trend, new high, right? With a two-legged pullback, a new high. Two-legged pullback, right? Lower high setup, which is kind of crazy, but this is the lower high setup. And then also trap. All of the things for a major trend reversal. All the things that are happening. Which makes sense as you approach the daily, right? And it missed it by 3 ticks. But for me, that's pretty close, right? On a daily. When you're talking about 3 ticks, you're talking about 75 cents on, you know, the $4,000, you know, dollar product. Then, you know, 75 cents is pretty much hitting it. And so, hit the top of the trading range on a daily. Makes sense, right? You zoom up to it and you might reverse back down. We're in a trading range on the daily. So crazy things can happen. Akshat says, WTF are you doing? Hey man, price action. Scalping two-legged pullbacks. How many likes are we at? 117 likes. 273 concurrent viewers. Hey, we could do better than that, pandas. Let's get that 300. That 300. Like the amount of money I've lost today. Let's get as many likes as the money I've lost today. Alright, pandas. Hey man, we're gonna get an H4 set up at yesterday's high. That would be nice. I started putting the daily highs and lows on my charts because two-legged pullbacks were forming on the highs on the daily. So I wanted to see, I wanted to have the highs and lows so I can put it 1 tick above those areas, those levels. Hey, if we get an H4 setup, I'm interested in going long on the H4. Overshoot. Thinking overshoot to the other side. Overshoot, overshoot. I think I need to eat a little something before the stream starts because my stomach growling is actually kind of kind of distracting. It's going crazy in my stomach. Keeping a close eye on this on the 10K chart. The 5-minute chart, as I said, broke out this side, probably break out on this side. That's just typically what happens. I want to see an H4 here, and I would enter into H4. But this has to trap. If this doesn't trap, then the H4 is gone. Possible H4 setup, pandas. But if it hits, oh, perfect scout made. H4 is gone, unfortunately. If we get a nice signal bar here on the 10K chart, I'm going long. All eyes on the 10K chart. Needs a good signal bar though. This signal bar is big, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, not big, not that big. 4 points of risk, typical risk. Manish says drinking water helps with grumbling. Thanks for the tips. 130 likes. Not even halfway there, pandas. Another two-legged pullback forming on the 10K chart, potentially. You would think yesterday's high would be a nice target. Nice vacuum if we were to hit it. You're pretty good, but you ate too much. Maybe I ate too much yesterday. It's all digesting now. I don't know. Who knows? Possible two-legged pullback forming like this on the 2K chart. Hitting the 20 EMA and also key area, which is this trend line. Right, which is actually opposite to the 10K chart if it produces a nice candle here to make a second entry long here. $10K chart forming a pretty terrible signal bar at the moment. But we are in the key area. Let me clean this up. Let's make this perfect. Slightly bullish signal bar. It's not bad, but you're going to be basically trading counter to this two-legged pullback on the 2K chart. And you haven't broken this trend yet on the 2K chart. Now this 2K chart does a trap here, then I'll be interested, because that'll be essentially where the 10K will trigger its 2K or its second entry long. Oh, this is a pretty good setup on the 10K chart, pandas. But the 2K chart's making me hesitant. Another thing is we have a key area here, which is yesterday's high, which could act as a magnet for us. Okay, well, interesting. That makes it easy for us. I guess we're not going long until this hits this. All right, thanks, market. That made it easy for us. Yeah, you like it to hit this blue horizontal line, which is yesterday's high, before making a long. I would like that. It's failing to break down. Toughie. This is a toughie. I have two conflicting things going on right now. Usually if you overshoot this side, you overshoot the other side. Maybe I should wait for the overshoot before going long. I'm basically just thinking about the 10K chart. If it does reverse and like trigger here. Yeah, SW plays. Says this is the song that sticks with me. Yeah, I think so. This is the one too. Hey, Black Mind, Money, and Muscle, thanks for subscribing. Thanks for supporting the channel. All that bamboo, yeah, it's incredible fiber. So much fiber in bamboo. It's like crazy. Pandas. 10K is currently creating a two-legged pullback with a micro double bottom off the 20 EMA, off a key area. Hey, give me a 1 if I should take this 10K two-legged pullback. Give me a 2 if I shouldn't. Give me a 3 if I should take the trap. Oh. Velocity asks, do you have a Discord or Telegram? Yes, we do. We have a two-legged pullback. Two-legged pullback community. Phil W says, take the trap. Take the trap, man. Come on, man. Take the trap. Hey, Duck On says, bye guys, I'm 3-0 today. Let's go, baby. Congrats. Hey, Pandas, let's celebrate Duck On's Green Day today. In this stream, we do not envy anyone's winnings. Their winnings has nothing to do with you. Does not affect you in any single way. The only thing it can do is possibly push you to become a better trader. So we celebrate anyone's wins here. Mazar Ali says, what will be your stop loss? 4 points or more. If it's the signal bar is more than 4 points, I'll just put one tick below the signal bar. And typically, if it's more than 4 points, I actually will scalp 2 points. I need to have a profit target of 2 points. That's the only sustainable way. Okay, finally hit yesterday's high. That's what I wanted to hit. Now I can consider going long here. But downtrend on the 2K chart, this cannot be ignored. This cannot be ignored. Right? Because of 20 MA being so respected. On this higher time frame charts, I'm willing to go long here. I need a decent signal bar though. Yeah, Velocity, there is a Discord channel for those who have the deluxe edition of the two-legged pullback. You have access to it, free access to it. Alan Brackett says, hit the bottom. Yep, hit it perfectly, right? Bounce off of it perfectly. And it's acting as support right now. Good signal bar. Potential H4 setup. Potential H4 setup here. Very interesting. H4 gone. Terrible signal bar on the 10K chart though. I cannot trade this signal bar. It's a very bad signal bar. Unfortunately, it's a bad signal bar. I cannot take it. It's already 6,000 ticks. Only like, yeah, it still has 6,000 ticks remaining. So this most likely would trigger before this bar finishes. So sorry, Panos. No 10K two-legged pullback. It's just not going to happen. Phil W says, got the short on 2K. Let's go, baby. Phil W, you can't forget the let's. You can't just say go, baby. You have to say let's go, baby. Frontier says, we all have red and green days. I am red today. That's true. We all have red and green days, and that's okay. But the important thing is, Pandas, stick to the plan. You stick to the plan no matter what. Collins Calthorpe asks, what makes a good and bad signal bar? I gotta put that in the frequently asked questions because that's been asked so many times. But basically, if you want to go long, you want the bar to be bullish. You want it to be ending near its high. You want it to have a small wick. The 10K makes the two-legged pullback scalp easy. Terrible signal bar, however, so cannot take that trade, unfortunately, Pandas. So we gotta skip it. We gotta skip those trades. But hey, there's more opportunities for us. Yeah, I mean, if you forget to say let's, you gotta do a super chat of 2 ticks. 2 ticks is what? $24, $25. Oh, my stomach is going crazy. I'm sorry, Pandas, man. I need to eat some more bamboo. Yeah, I've like been in a curse lately. Like once I hit 10K, like I cannot just keep it above 10K. Like I always kind of oscillate. 10K is like this barrier for me. I don't know what it is. I think mostly it's because now I'm like trading pretty much 2 contracts like every trade, and so the losses are bigger, but hopefully the winners will be bigger as well. Mitch Lawton says, saying "Let's go, baby" gives you a better trade in the future. Jason says, hold up, someone just... We got a new member. We got a new panda. Why don't I see it in the chat? Where's it? Where's it in the chat? Let's go, baby. Sorry, I don't see in the chat. I don't know who just joined. Jason says, yeah, go baby is what you tell your wife when she's interrupting your trading. Brandon Jones says, my wife wouldn't take that too well. I don't think Mrs. Panda would like that either. Meech Rawls asks, do you watch anime? I watch a little bit. Get Your Bonus says, have you ever accidentally left an order open and then left for the day only to find you were in a trade when you came back the next day? Whew, that's a scary thing to happen. Fortunately, that has not yet happened to me. I've had left the order open in a trigger, and I was luckily able to come out break even. But if I left, it actually would have made my scalp. But I guess that's why it's good to have, you know, an automatic. You can create ATM strategy so you can have stop losses and your profit target automatically created, which can prevent disaster. You know, if you accidentally do keep something open, the worst you'll lose whatever you set your ATM at. So, whew, that is scary though. Get Your Bone. Daniel I says, wanted that 10K long, but S signal. Yep, it was a terrible signal bar. Megan Hendricks says, I tell my husband that, but not so nicely. Megan, you're vicious. You're vicious. Lately, I've been watching, someone asking, do you watch anime? I actually watched Invincible on Amazon. I'm just saying right now, man, these... My theory is the reason why like these like kind of more adulty cartoons are becoming more popular. Not adult cartoons, but like kind of adult comic book genre is kind of blowing up is because a lot of people growing up with comic books are now older, and you know, obviously we want a little more adult content, and so Amazon's been killing it with The Boys and Invincible. I think these things are like these two shows are amazing. Sorry, pandas, we got some action here, and the thing is, right, we broke trend, we made a new low, right, and so either I mean we're reversing or pandas, what's happening here? We can have a reversal, another reversal pattern if you guys think it's a trading range day. This will be the place for it to happen. Get Your Bone says, walked in the morning and was up 575 up on one contract with no stop loss in place. Thank goodness it went the correct way because it kind of wiped me out. Whew. That is very, very... hey, I'm glad that happened that way because that could have been a lot worse. Ryan Schmidt says, love having to trade at 1 a.m. That's unfortunate. I guess you're maybe in the Asias somewhere. Ryan Schmidt. That's usually around 13 hours. I'm not sure. Maybe Hawaii? I'm not sure. Ryan Schmidt, what's your location? Where you at? Trading at 1 a.m. Yeah, that's me Charles says it's a Jujutsu Kaisen. There's a talking panda in one of these animes. That is not where I got it from. To be honest, animes, it was the one that I felt I vibed most with. Animes is the program that I'm using to put this panda face on, and it was the one I vibed most with, and I said, okay, I like this, so let's just stick with it. A lot of people, like, some people don't like it, not a lot of people, but there's some few people that don't like. Oh, okay, Melbourne, all right. Australia, Holland, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. It's like Hawaii, Melbourne, that's all kind of lined up. So pandas, what we do here, what we do have here is a minor reversal, lower, new low, and possibly if we get a higher low setup here, it might be good. Plus we are bouncing off, right, yesterday's high, plus we are at the 240 SMA. This could be a possible place for another trend reversal. If we're truly in a trading range day today, then we want to find these major trend reversals and trade them. So I'm going to take one, and if I get burned on it, then most likely just going to be on a downtrend day today. SW Blaze says, oh, you're around when I used the human avatar? Yeah, I used it one time, and so many people said, no, go back to the panda. And I was like, all right, I'll go back to panda. Like, you know, the idea was to get closer and closer to a human being, but the panda's like facial expressions are a lot more emphasized, let's just say. Brandon Jones says, we need an emoji of panda sitting on its hands. Hey, maybe I'll do that. Yeah, this is my trend line. The reason why I'm keeping this trend line is because it's the first break of trend, and I want to try to trade the reversal here. So we do got two-legged pullback now after the break of trend. Off the 240 SMA. This is a risky trade. The better, more probable trade is a higher low trade, because we do not know if this downtrend is continuing, but with a higher low setup, you have more probability to make a point because of because for major trend reversal, if you have that extra push up, it just increases your chances. Because at least you're going with trend, right? At least going with the trend of the major trend reversal. But some people could take this two-legged pullback right here off the 240 SMA. And I wouldn't beat you up for it. I wouldn't, like, you know, it's a good signal bar too. But hey, thoughts and prayers. You know, we're trying to find the best probable setup, highest probability trade. So we're gonna look for that higher low setup here. What if it traps here? Huh? Too far to the 20 EMA in my opinion. Yeah, seriously, thoughts and prayers to those who went long. That's why we want to wait for the higher low setup. If it traps here, you can, you know, if you think we're in a strong downtrend, you know, then you'll take this trap. But in my opinion, I think we're in a trading range day today. Like, I don't think we're going to be in a strong downtrend all of a sudden. I personally think we're going to be just in a trading range now. And because of that premise, I need to trade with that premise. And that's probably the hardest part to do, right? To get the market cycle right. To think like, okay, we're in a trading range, and so this is the place where we would reverse on a trading range here. And okay, so you're still in this trade for those who took this long. So you might get your scalp here. And look, it's looking pretty good, right? Failed breakdown. Daniel I says, what if it traps here? Yeah, go short. Already gone too quick. Alright, so congrats, pandas. You made your perfect scalp. But that was scary, right? That's really scary. But that's why you want to wait for the higher probable setup, the higher low. Be right back. Alright, pandas, I'm back. Sorry about that, Mrs. Panda. She actually has a engagement, so I'm not gonna even get breakfast today. Stomach's gonna be growling. Sitting on her hands, we see just choppiness right here. Ooh, that perfect scalp and the reversal for that trap. That's why I marked the perfect scalps as well, because they're potential traps. Ooh. Trap on the 10K chart. There's a trap on the 10K chart. Goodness. Oh no. Bottom of the trading range on the 10K chart. Hit the top of the trading range perfectly, as you can see with the wick here on the daily. That was a reversal. That's exactly where the reversal was. Pandas. Trap trigger, but the trap doesn't even make a point. It actually makes a perfect scalp on the trap. Outside bar trap here. H4 setting up on the 10K chart, pandas. Brian Davila says, let's get that AM whiskey. Let's go, baby. We're not even close, pandas. Not even close. 148. Not even halfway there. Mitch Lawson says, H4 10K bottom trading range. Yeah, I'm looking at the 10K right now. Technically, I mean, depends on how you want to count your legs. There's some debate here how to count these outside bar reversals. So technically the second, the two-leg pullback, the second entry triggered right here, and within the same bar reversed again. So you can say within this one bar, you can have both a second entry long and also the reversal, the trap reversal. Depends on how you want to count it. Some people, Al Brooks waits till the whole candle is first finished, then we'll continue the counting. But this depends. This depends on your style. I like to take Al Brooks' approach. Just wait for it to end. So, I'm thinking trading range still, but I could be completely wrong. I mean, this could just be just a downtrend day the rest of the day. Reversal, right? Midday reversal. It just reverses the rest of the day. I'm gonna have these two things in mind, but they are it's in a place right now where I don't know if it's gonna be trading range or reversal. Right? If it starts breaking below here, then obviously, you're thinking full on reversal, maybe to yesterday's close. Okay, this hasn't triggered yet. Bottom of the trading range on the 10K chart needs to tick one more below. Looks like it's gonna get it. H4 still has not triggered. Needs one more tick below. You're thinking it's gonna get it though. You're thinking it's gonna get it. You're thinking. but who knows? So that major trend reversal, right? Like what should have happened is with the higher low, should have created higher lows and possibly a trap around this area right here, but it didn't happen. The opposite happened. We're starting to reverse here. So seeing that makes me think that, possibly reversal. More chance for, that leans it slightly more towards reversal. Not a trading range. That we're trending now. Incredible. H4 does not trigger here. It was one tick away from triggering H4. Interesting. 240 SMA. Bouncing off the bottom of the trading range on the 10K chart. Incredible. Very confusing. Daniel I says take H4 or L4 on 10K. I mean, it really depends on how you count it, right? Technically, this can be a H4 if you count the outside bar reversal, but it didn't do it actually after it's done. Wow. Those who are in this trade probably came out break even right there. Scary, scary stuff. Strong bull bar. Original trend was like this. First breaker trend, new low. But does not look good. We need more evidence of reversal here. Higher lows, trap potentially. Yeah, Matthias borrows, this is a 1 minute chart. This is actually 2000 tick chart. Scott says we're halfway there. 151 likes. When the concurrent viewers though is less than the like goal, it's I don't think it's gonna happen, pandas. Yeah, so this is hard to trade, right? I don't think there's any good setups here. The best possible setup, maybe it was this one right here, two-legged pullback back to 20 MA. It actually does give you a scalp if you have the proper stop loss, but other than that, hard to trade this. Another minor reversal, right? We're getting more and more minor reversals. So first break of trend, minor reversal here, new low, looking for higher low setup if this is a true trading range. And we're at the bottom of the trading range on the 10K chart. The 5-minute chart, as I said, overshoot to the top of the channel, overshoot to the bottom of the channel, most likely what was going to happen, which is exactly what did happen. This is the 5-minute chart. So in my mind, anything's free game now. This movement, this price action pattern already played out, and so now we're thinking maybe we can go up and go down, either continuous trend or we can come back up. So right now I'm just telling you I'm confused, and because of that, that is going to affect your trading, right? Higher low setup here. Higher low setup off the 240 SMA on a major trend reversal pattern. Pandas, 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 pandas. It is a higher low setup. So I have two things at play here. If we're in trading range, I want to take this higher low setup. But if we're on a bear trend day today, which is what we're seeing right now on the 2K chart, this could be a place where you actually want to wait for a two-legged pullback. A, B, C, back to the trend line and see how it reacts to it. Brian Davila said, let's get half a shot. Unfortunately, that's not how it works. Madison T says, what number tick chart would you recommend for MES? I actually traded with an overlay. So since tick charts are created by the amount of transactions there are, the MES and ES actually have different ticks, right? The 2000 tick chart on the ES is not the same as 2000 tick on the MES, because the MES and ES are two completely different instruments. Even though they pretty much, go in the same, they move at the same, in the same way, for the most part. But and that's because of arbitrage, right? There's arbitrage going for the MES and the ES. But every once in a while you'll get like straight tick here and there. But because of that, I actually traded an overlay. If you look at my channel and look up overlay, you can find it. How to create an overlay for the ES on the MES. Yeah, Daniel I says, aka the trap if the higher low fails. So that's exactly what two-legged pullbacks are. Two-legged pullbacks are actually traps, right? Because the market's trying to reverse this 2 times, and once it realizes it's too weak and then reverses at like a key area, those who are trying to go long or reverse the market realize they're wrong, and then they enter in on the second entry. So every second entry is actually a trap. And it's a little ironic because traps are actually with trend. That's what traps are. Traps are with trend. Like these traps are actually with trend. Terrible signal bar. Can't take this higher low setup. Regardless, I'll be interested in maybe a trap. Kelly asks, was it perfectly aligned? So it's not. The MES, hey Jason, thanks for posting up that link. Yes, that's the link that teaches how to do the overlay. But the thing is that because the MES and ES are not exactly the same, if you have like a stop limit order, like one tick above your signal bar, then you could get a ghost fill, as in the MES could fill. Like the MES went one tick above your signal bar, but the ES didn't. And so when I traded the MES with the ES overlay, I used limit orders. I only used limit orders because I wanted to make sure first I saw the price action happen on the ES, then I put my order in. Because of I call them ghost fills, right? The MES will do ghost fills. It will fill you on, your trades, on your orders, even though the ES didn't have the same price action. So we have a two-legged pullback straight to this area. And so this is where everything hinges, right? If this is a trading range, then this will create a trap. If this is a true trend, this two-legged pullback will be successful just to go down. But I'm gonna look for a trap trade here, actually, because my premise right now is trading range. So I'm gonna look for a trap if it's possible. I'm not gonna take this two-legged pullback. I'm looking for the trap now. All right, pandas, after this setup, I'm gonna end the stream. Let's see what happens here. I'm gonna be taking the trap here. It's actually a very nice setup though, to go short. Maybe I'm thinking too much here. But seeing how we're clearly going above the 20 EMA now, right? We went above 20 EMA here, going above the 20 EMA again here. We're at a support level, making me think that this is a place for a major trend reversal, right? Because we have break of trend, break of this trend, however you want to draw this trend, it's a break of the trend. Break of the trend, made a new low, higher low setup, possible trap trade here. And so this is the exact same setup as we saw right here with this trap. Right? Break of trend, new high, lower low, lower high, trap trade. So we're going to see if we can catch that trade on this side. Brian Law asks, when you say take traps with trend, you're referring to major trend or minor trend? Actually, at that point, it's both the minor trend and the major trend, I think. I don't know if that makes sense to you. All right, so it's just going up. It's not even giving me a second entry. It's not even allowing me to get a trap here. It wants to reverse on this trading range without me. Give me some sort of entry here, please. Anything. Anything. Come on. Give me an entry. Two-legged pullback on the second entry, or on the 5-minute. Perfect two-legged pullback off yesterday's high. Beautiful signal bar. I missed that. I completely missed that. Good looking out, Brian Law. All right, pandas. I'm waiting for a trap here. I'm waiting for something. I'm waiting for some sort of entry. And I think I was right. I think we are in a trading range because this shouldn't happen if we're on a strong downtrend. But I don't know if the market's going to give us a trap here. We need a second entry to trigger first. A, B, C. We want this to trigger and reverse. It's not giving us the second entry though. The market's being stingy. And if this is a trading range, like if it comes way back up here, don't be so excited to go long. Because honestly, it can just be a trading range and bounce off. Like in trading ranges, there's strong bull trends and strong bear trends. Just bounces right off the trading ranges. Potential second entry here, potential trap trade here. Let's see if we get it. Come on, I know you want to give me that trap. Micro double bottom. We got a trap, potential trap here, pandas. Perfect scalp made. I might consider this perfect scalp for the trap trade here. Potential trap trade. Might be good enough for me. I typically don't like to take the perfect scalps on themselves. But this is potential trap traders here. I do not like that signal bar. Pandas. Since this is a perfect scalp. Alright, absolute scalp made. My only other setup now is a two-legged pullback to go long. We're making lower highs though, so be careful. Lower highs. This could be a double top, right? And we're just making a lower high here, continuing downtrend. That could be a possibility, pandas. But from the price action, it does seem like we're in a trading range and this is going to be a reversal, in my opinion. If this doesn't create a two-legged pullback, as in if this higher low breaks above the previous pivot high, I'm gonna end the stream and we're just gonna call it a day here. And yeah, on stream, negative 387. It is what it is. But hey, pandas, we stick to the plan. That's the idea. I don't care if I'm green or red. I just want to stick to the plan. This price action looks like we are trading range, right? Because you wouldn't, like, look at this. This is the trading range indicator on the 10K chart, and it was right here, and it readjusts down here because it made new lows. But basically, it's like it tracked it perfectly. You have a higher low setup on the 10K chart, higher low setup on the 5-minute chart as well. I just want a two-legged pullback on the 2K chart. Allen Bracket still over 10K. That's true. I can celebrate that. Still over 10K. Let's just keep it over 10K, pandas. But that's why I call this a small account journey, because it's a journey, right? And we're gonna have our ups and downs, and you know, as long as we just stick to the plan, that's what's important. But yeah, I mean, we're gonna have red days, we're gonna have green days. I'm gonna tilt sometimes. I'm gonna make mistakes. I'm gonna be right on sometimes. Panda, can you slap the base? Brian Davila, actually, yeah, I can slap the base. I have a base. Actually, maybe I'll slap some base for you guys later. Can you slap? That's a random question, but yeah, I do play bass. All right, potential Pikachu trade here. Like I said, if this goes above the previous pivot high, we lose our two-legged pullback, and I'll end the stream. But if we get a two-legged pullback here, which I don't think we will, but if we do, then I'll take this trade. It's just looking so bullish, and the market's being stingy. Basically, when I think of two-legged pullbacks, I think of it as discount, right? It's a two-legged pullback discount, right? If you're in an uptrend and you get 2 pushes down, you're basically getting like a double discount. And that's how I consider it. And so the market is not going to give us that two-legged pullback discount. It's only allowing 1 pullback first entries to be triggered here. Slapping the base, man. That's from what? That's from a movie. Oh, it's what's the movie called? Oh. Frank Angelo. I should take a shot every Friday. I love you, man. Thank you. Malcolm says I love you, man. Wait, is that the name of the movie? It's with man. Yeah, I love you, man. That's right. Okay, that's what I thought. Slapping the base. All right, pandas. Looks like the market's not gonna give us our two-legged pullback discount. Oh, I might have spoke too soon. Who knows? And it could be potential Pikachu as well, and I like that Pikachu a lot. I like it a lot if I can get it. But I don't know. The market might be too stingy. Come on, give us a two-legged pullback. This is what I want to see. Right off the key area here. This is the good setup that we're waiting for, we're looking for. Right after breakout or breakup trend, first time new low. Now breaking the trend once again, showing major trend reversal. This is where we want to find our two-legged pullback. The nice thing is we know what to look for, right? We know the setup we're looking for. It's just we gotta wait for it, the market to give it to us. Pandas, I don't know if we're gonna get it. If it goes one tick above here, pandas, market's being stingy. We did not get our two-legged pullback. Hey, unfortunately, we could not get it. So frustrating. But it's all good. Stick to the plan. Pandas, hey, I'm gonna call it a day. Awesome stream. I know I'm red, but it's an awesome stream not because of me, but because of you guys. You guys make this stream awesome, and I do appreciate Paul Rudd. Yeah, there you go. Man, I was just like, all these things are at the tip of my tongue. Paul Rudd. Pandas, hey, seriously, have an amazing weekend. You know, I hope it slaps. I hope you have an amazing weekend, pandas, and I really, really do love this community, trading with this community. I do appreciate all of you. Hey, hit that like button if you do enjoy the content here. Right? If you like to support the stream, you know, I do this absolutely for free. You know, so if you like to show your appreciation, you can hit that like button, subscribe if you want to know whenever I stream and produce new content. And if by God's will, right, God willing, I'll see you guys Monday. Trade safe, everybody, and as always, happy trading. God bless. God bless.